Hello and welcome to Grip City Dodgeball. Here are the standings after the conclusion of cross-division play. The Curves sit atop the standings in the Columbia Division and league-wide at 4-1 with 22 game wins. They were the only team to go 3-0 in cross-division play. The West Hills Wendigos are on top of the Willamette Division at 3-2 with 20 game wins. They had big 5-2 wins over the Eugene Elite and Slabtown Storm. As a reminder, both division winners will get into the playoffs, and wildcard spots will go to the two teams with the next best records. The battle between the Storm, Elite, and Meltdown for the two wildcard spots is going to be close down the stretch. The Knights still have a chance, but they're facing an uphill battle. Going into the final stretch of the regular season, we're going back to in-division matches, 5 games each this time. Today, we've got a Columbia Division match between the Slabtown Storm and the Eugene Elite. The refs are ready, the balls are set, let's start the action. Storm win an uncontested rush game 1, but don't take a quick throw. Shot there from Mitch into the ground. The Elite are still without Greg Long, still recovering from that surgery he had mid-season. It's a tough spot for them. He was their second round pick. That would be the first pick of the second round, so 7th pick overall. Couple trades back and forth. Takes out Charlie from the Elite. Elite here with a 3-ball. The Storm, on the other hand, do have their full roster, headlined by first-round pick and 3rd overall Spencer Dellis. They'll have the ball here in the middle as the Storm step up to take an attack. The shot there takes out Ross. Couple balls back and forth. Good court presence by the Storm. They take control. They get those loose balls. Protect. Spencer gets taken out in the back, but they get an out in the trade for it. Socho survives the double there. A lot of playoff implications in this match here, as we've got the Elite probably in the 3rd spot of the 2 wild cards, while the Storm are in the 1st spot. So a loss here by either team really puts their season into question. Shot by Socho there takes out James. The counter though from Mitch takes out Socho, and that leaves Dylan just 1-on-2. Captain of the Elite here. Great catcher. We'll see if he can create an opportunity for himself. Puts one into the ground there as the Storm will set up. Fake from Mitch on the right, and then a solo from Matt. Does not connect. Dylan steps up and takes one. Throws another. Ooh, he bobbles that one. He has a chance at it. The double hits him in a good spot in the hands, but he can't quite complete it. That'll take the Storm to a 1-0 victory. Here in game 2, another uncontested rush win. Mitch takes the quick throw, gets the captain out right away. Dylan on the outline here. The Elite will look to dig out of a hole. Down 1-0 and down a player here. Spencer with the great sweep. He steps up and takes a shot and gets a rebound. Shot there from the Storm into the ground. Ross takes a shot there. Hey, Ricky, the center line ref, he sees him on the line, calls him out. Ross not happy about that one. He hangs his head as puts his team in a bigger hole here. Two players left for the Elite, Charlie and Socho. They'll step up. That shot. 4 players still in for the Storm. Socho there steps up, takes the shot. Zach's ready to protect for the Storm, though. He gets the counter hit out. You can see the court presence by the Storm. They've still got players up, protecting, ready to take those counter throws. They get Charlie out in a group throw to end it. You'll see the shot here. What happens in the back? Socho steps up and takes the throw. He does connect with Spencer, but Zach's right there to make him pay, and that 1-for-1 trade doesn't help when you're down 2-on-4 already. Game 3, another uncontested rush win, another quick throw, takes out the captain. That's 2 in a row. He's been the first one to the outline. And Elite will try to dig out of another hole here. Game 3, with the Storm up 2-0, they take this game and they win the match. Spencer runs down Socio, gets him out. He knows how big that out is here when they're down 0-2 already, and one more game here for the Storm and they seal it. Shot there from Charlie. He does take out Matt. Gives them a bit of hope. The Elite are last in the Columbia Division. That doesn't stop you from being able to make the playoffs, though. The top 2 non-division winners will get in, regardless of division. That shot there from Charlie evens the game. Zach in the outline now. We've got 2-on-2. We've got the captain and the first round pick in for the Storm. Ooh, wow. A couple ricochets there on both sides. Charlie's shot on Mitch bounces off him and goes right over Spencer's shoulder. Luckily, he's safe from that. On the opposite side, the shot on Charlie bounces across the court. Ross pops it up in the air, but he can't quite get it, creating a double out. That ends the game, and that puts the Eugene Elite season in a tough spot here as they're going to lose this match. Storm take it with 3. Still 2 games left, though, at the start of Game 4. Another uncontested rush. Another quick throw. This time Mitch takes out Socio. Charlie's shot there, though, takes out James. Another shot misses. Matt throws across in the counter, caught by Dylan. Big catch by the captain. That'll bring them back up to full strength. Shot into the ground there. Great hit by Socio on Mitch, right under the block. That leaves Zach final, 1-on-4. First shot misses there. The leader up to throw. Great block. Zach jumps. Another shot by Socio. Zach isn't sure. He hesitates, and he takes a shot that hits Ross. The refs, they're going to call a stoppage here. Let's have a look at what happens. First, there's a shot on Zach. He jumps, hits his ball, and then as he crouches, it looks like it goes into his knee pad. The refs are talking about Zach's shot. It hit Ross in the foot and bounced into Socio. So they don't get the call on Zach, but they do get this double here, which takes out 2 players from the Elite. He takes the cross. Charlie and the captain Dylan run him down. They're going to take him out there. So they do get on the board here in Game 4. 1 win for them. Anything they can salvage at this point. Another uncontested rush. The double there on Dylan puts him in the outline again. 3 out of 5 times he's been in the outline first. That's a tough spot to be in here. The Elite will try to dig out again. Socio takes the shot. Matt immediately counters and takes him out. Now they're in a 4-on-2. The Elite on the far side coming up. Couple shots back and forth with no connection. Really, a big tough spot for this season for the Elite has been their lack of rush. They've pretty much abandoned it. They don't have that speed player like you see James on the Storm, who can consistently give you a good chance even against the other fast players. That's something they're going to have to address, whether it's through the draft or with a trade during the offseason. There's a pop-up there off of James. Matt has a chance. He tips it once or twice, and James is just helpless on the floor. He can't do anything. Matt can't complete it, and that puts both of them in the outline. We're going to be back to a 2-on-2 here. Charlie takes the early counter from his knees. He doesn't connect, and the double there, they take him out, leaving Ross alone. Trying to salvage anything he can for the Elite here. He steps up, he takes the shot, misses through the middle there. The rebound will come back to the Storm. And their double, let's see, the refs are going to talk about this one too. It looks like it hit the bottom of his block ball. We'll get a replay and see if it bounces down into his knee pads. The refs are going to talk this one over. There's a shot. His counter goes over Spencer, but their double, you can see the captain, Dylan, there. He thinks it's a hit. Maybe not. Refs are talking, and they are going to call him out. That puts an end to this one. Storm are going to take it 4-1. With that match in the books, here are 3 keys from today's action. The Elite's continued rush abandonment costs them big. The Storm get quick hits on 4 of the 5 rushes. 3 out of the 5 take their captain and put him right in the outline. These being the final slate of games, playoff implications are big here. The Storm virtually secure their spot with a 4-1 victory as the top wildcard, while Elite put themselves behind the 8 ball, going down already at the bottom of their division. We hope you enjoyed today's match between the King City Knights and the Eugene Elite. Drop a comment with your favorite play. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Grip City Dodgeball. We'll catch you next time.